every brother that's caught in the crossfire. That's caught in the crossfire.
Without mercy.
Alright, how's it going, everybody? Alninio here, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about my jungle Crit-llari build. So if you guys want to see this build for yourselves, it's in the description below. It's on Agora GG. That's where I created my own build. I'm going to showcase to you right now the build order and explain in detail why I go for the certain upgrades and certain cards that I go for. Firstly, I'm just going to show you guys what the whole build is, and then we'll go into detail. I don't want to overload you guys, so I'll try to make this as simple as possible and as detailed as possible, so it's less annoying for the viewer to watch. So, number 1, Stalker Siphon. After that, Assassin's Ward. Okay, we're not going to go into detail just yet. I'm going to show you the order of it. So Stalker Siphon, Assassin's Ward, and then go for Adamant's Edge. Upgrade Adamant's Edge with 2 minor strikes and 1 lesser health. Then you buy another Adamant's Edge, upgrade it with minor strike, and lesser health. After that, you go for Wind Carver. Upgrade Wind Carver to minor strike, and minor kinetic. This will give you the whole attack speed. It's very nice, 5.5, and another 5.5 here, so you get 11 attack speed total early, which is very nice. Next up, you go Void Steel Dagger. Upgrade Void Steel Dagger with major strike. After you finish Void Steel Dagger, sell your Wind Carver blade that you bought back here. You sell that, and then you buy another one. So you have to have 2 Wind Carvers in your deck. Get another Wind Carver, upgrade to major kinetic, major strike. So that's going to give you a whole bunch of damage, whole bunch of attack speed. After that, you go for Spear of the Rift Hunter. Spear of the Rift Hunter with the upgrade of major wound. So that's going to give you a whole bunch of crit damage, crit chance, sorry, not crit damage. Next up, you sell Adamant's Edge, the one you bought early on. Just sell one of them, because you have 2 Adamant's Edge. You sell one of them, you buy Blade of Agora, upgrade Blade of Agora with minor strike. Now, I'll explain very quickly, the reasoning behind why I go minor strike on such a great item like Blade of Agora, because it's a pretty huge item. The full upgrade bonus is 100% crit bonus, so I want to get that as soon as possible. That's why I go minor here as well. You don't need major strikes here. So after Blade of Agora, I sell my Adamant's Edge here. I get another Void Staff for the late game. Upgrade the Void Steel, sorry, not Void Staff. Confused with League of Legends a little bit there. Dire Pierce, major strike. And that would be your complete full build. Now we're going to go into detail from top to bottom, why I go for the certain cards, and why I go for the certain upgrades. The first item is Stalker Siphon. The reason I go for this is because it reduces the damage you receive overall. It doesn't actually do that in the passive, but you receive less damage when clearing jungle monsters, so you have absolutely no reason not to buy Stalker Siphon. So your first item will be Stalker Siphon. It helps you clear the jungle so easily, you don't lose out on health. A lot of people would argue and say, actually you should go 2 strike tokens and 1 health potion, right? Because that's the ideal starting items on Kallari when jungling, when mid lane or whatever, but I'm telling you now, this is actually better than strike tokens. This allows you to stay healthy throughout the entire jungle route. You will get 3 CXP, you don't have to recall. Even if you recall, your health will still be at a decent amount, if you get what I'm saying here. Like, you stay in the jungle for so long, you don't have to recall. So absolutely, Stalker Siphon, first item. Now the next item I go is Assassin's Ward. This can be skipped if you want. The reason I favor the Assassin's Ward is because I need early vision. Now you can instantly go for Adamant's Edge here and finish Adamant's Edge and then buy maybe Assassin's Ward after. You could do that too, it's up to you. This build is just to give you the information, and then you can fiddle around with it however you want. Pick what you want. Let's say you don't have enough minor strikes, you can go 2 lesser health and 1 minor strike. If you don't have enough, because I know people don't have enough, but with the card crafting system here, you can get your upgrades. So yeah, I go Assassin's Ward as my second item. It's very important to have the Shadow Wards early. It helps you also with ganking, because people tend to put Shadow Wards or put Scout Wards. You can gank like that, and you can deep ward enemy jungle. I just find Shadow Wards to be extremely important, that I don't feel like I want to delay them. plus they give you lifesteal. So also Stalker Siphon gives you lifesteal and attack speed as well. So overall you increase the amount of lifesteal total. Plus the unique passive from Stalker's Siphon, you know, basic attacks on jungle minions restore 8 health, so you get even more health back for attacking jungle monsters. So I see no reason not to go for this and this together. It's just really good to have early. It keeps you sustained, gives you a lot of damage. Very nice. Next up is Adamant's Edge, of course, as you saw, Adamant's Edge with 2 minus strikes and 1 lesser health. This, you could go 3 minus strikes if you want. I just go for that extra little health because I don't have enough minus strikes to fill the whole thing, because I put a lot of minus strikes in my build, so there isn't enough. So I have to, you know, put a little bit of health, here and there. Also, you get 100 health, so that's nice. With two Adamant's Edge early. The full upgrade bonus is 12, so getting these 2 items together is actually super deadly. You do a lot of damage with this build. It's actually pretty insane. So you get your second Adamant's Edge here with 2 minus strikes and lesser health. Same thing as before. These will give you a lot of health, a lot of damage, and it's good. I mean, there's nothing bad about this. It keeps you strong in the early stages of the game. The minor strikes and all these minor stats allow you to get the upgrade bonus of these items, so you can have the strongest possible early game that you can get. Let's say if I change my minor with major strike, major strike, major strike, you know how long that would take to get all of this? And in the end, you just be wasting so much CXP in the early stages of the game trying to finish your Adamant's Edge. But when you go minor, 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 and then you can in late game sell it for a stronger item, it just makes sense. It just makes sense to empower your early game with minor strikes and rely on full upgrade bonuses of the items. So that's why I got 2 Adamant's Edge here. Next up, I do go for Wind Carver, because Wind Carver is an absolutely amazing item on Kallari. Gives you attack speed, gives you damage, and has a full upgrade bonus of 12 as well. So as you can see, like, just notice how all these items, I have full upgrade bonus of 12. So I have the max amount of damage possible, right? That's the full upgrade bonus for the strongest power items. They give you 12 total. So try to look for these type of items. So a good example would be Fountain Spike. Fountain Spike doesn't give a good full upgrade bonus on Kallari, and that's why I don't go for Fountain Spike. Just giving an example. Wind Carver, minor strike, minor kinetic, because you want that little bit extra early attack speed as well. Helps you clear the jungle, helps you deal damage when ganking someone. So this is just, it's pretty self-explanatory why you'd go for this item. Kallari loves attack speed. Her base attack speed has been increased, and the early damage is nice. The 12 power upgrade bonus is nice. Definitely go for Wind Carver. Next up is Voice Steel Dagger, and with this item I go major strike, major strike, major strike. So this is like your huge big first item. I say first item because it's your biggest first item. Like this is an item you don't want to sell. The other 3 back here you're gonna sell later on. So Voice Steel Dagger, here you keep it with 3 major strikes, just a whole lot of damage, and a 12 power upgrade bonus. Again, notice the full upgrade bonus. It's always the highest amount possible. All these items, Adam's Edge, Wind Carver, Voice Steel Dagger, all of them have 12 power upgrade bonus. So it's a lot of damage. So very nice to have. Now this is the part where you sell your Wind Carver that you bought here. You sell that, and then you buy another one. So you have to have 2 Wind Carvers. This one you go major kinetic, major strike, major strike. So just full out damage on this with your biggest attack speed upgrade, which is major kinetic. Go for that, and then you have just a very nice amount of damage and a whole lot of attack speed, and it's considerably a lot stronger than your old Wind Carver, obviously. And you want to have that. You want to have stronger upgrades as you reach mid-game, late game. So that's when you start selling your stuff. Next up is Crit. This would be your first Crit item in your deck. Spear of the Rift Hunter. Now, you can go what you want here. You can go Spear of the Rift Hunter, or you could go for Viper Bolt if you want armor penetration. So you could possibly swap this out with Viper Bolt if you favor the armor penetration. So in this case you get 6 power and crit chance. In Viper Bolt you get basic armor penetration and crit chance with the same full upgrade bonus. Full upgrade bonus here is 8% crit chance, and Viper Bolt it's also 8% crit chance. So you can decide what you want here. I'm giving you information on how to build this. You can build whatever you want here. whatever crit item you want. Even if you don't want crit, you can buy something else here. So yeah, a Spear of Hunter with major wound, major wound, major wound, just a whole bunch of crit damage here. You have a lot of damage. Now keep in mind, every item before Spear of Hunter is a whole lot of damage, whole lot of attack speed, and a little bit of health from Adamant's Edge. So you have a lot of stats here. So buying crit now is super deadly. Your ganks are so strong, you're critting all over the place. It really hurts. It noticeably kicks ass, basically. If you gank someone like Murdoch, Twin Blast, you just destroy these guys. I mean, Assassin, you have to play like an assassin, you have to decide like an assassin, and try to go for these targets, and not targets who have a lot of armor and health. Just focus on heroes that you can burst in one shot. Okay, so after Spear of the Rift Hunter, discard Adamant's Edge and go for Blade of Agora. This will give you 6 power, but you don't care about the power. The one thing you care about from this item is the crit bonus. So you go Blade of Agora, minor strike, minor strike, minor strike. Just full out minor strikes on this. You want to get the full upgrade bonus as fast as possible. Now keep in mind, Blade of Agora costs 6 CXP. So you don't want to buy like major in upgrades. That's just too much CXP on one item that already costs so much. So you just want to focus on minor strikes here and finish Blade of Agora. Now keep in mind, 100% crit bonus basically it doesn't mean it increases your crit chance. Your crit chance remains the same amount flat. From Spear Rift Hunter, it remains that way. This is a bonus to your crit, so you do more damage with the crit. You have more, there's more to it, right? Crit chance is not changed. Your crit chance stays the way it is, but the damage from the crit hurts a lot. That's why you want Blade of Agora. This way you have a lot of attack speed, a lot of damage, and a lot of crit. This hurts big time. Once you get this item, you're gonna see that Twin Blast get like demolished, like he'll get deleted. If you're lucky enough to get a crit with your slash bonus from your Q, I can't even, just see for yourself. See for yourself that amount of damage. It's absolutely nuts, right? So Blade of Agora really gets shit done. Next you want to sell your Adamant's Edge. Right, so you sell the 2 Adamant's Edge you bought early. You sell both of them. This one gone, this one gone. And next you buy Voice of Dagger. This item finishes it off with a nice amount of... By the way, I did the kiss here because I love this item so much. I always do this every time I talk about Voice of Dagger. I gotta give it a little quick kiss because this item is phenomenal. It kicks ass, it's got armor penetration, and you finish it off with 2 major strikes. Here, you don't exactly have to buy Dire Pierce if you don't want. You know, because I go Dire Pierce, major strike, major strike. You can absolutely go 3 major strikes if you want, or 2 Dire Pierces and 1 major strike. You can build whatever you want here in your upgrades, because, you know, in the late game, people start to build armor. So having Dire Pierce is not that bad of an idea. Have just at least one. At least one. Or maybe if they're really, like, even their AD carry is stacking armor or something like that, which they don't, AD carries don't usually do that, so you don't have to worry too much. But you could go for at least 1 Dire Pierce if you feel like you need it, or just full major strikes. This will give you exactly 40 out of 40 in your deck, so you won't have any more room for anything else. This is like exactly 100% the amount for a full deck. And you finally have enough for 3 major strike and 3 Dire Pierce at the last item. I think you have enough, because I have 2 strike tokens and 1 health pot for no reason. I could probably just throw those away and I'll have enough for 1 more major strike in there. So anyways, that is about it for the Kallari build. The crit chance, the damage, attack speed, this is all what this build is. It's very powerful, it enhances your early game, it makes your early game so powerful. I played with this build so many times now, found this build to be amazing. Like this build is just insane. Like this is a truly insane build. There's so much damage, so much crit. You just, I can't even describe to you the amount of one-shot potential that this build has. That is about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And once again, sorry about the lighting in the room. Very sorry about that. I wanted to get that done, but light bulb popped. What are you gonna do? So terrible lighting. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this build helps you out, and I'll see you guys in Monolith. Peace out.